Yeah, look, I think a bit of both. I think they've obviously played really well. And unfortunately, we couldn't hit the heights of in terms of discipline from last week. I thought Latham played really well. He left a lot of good balls early this morning and made us bowl to him. And then, unfortunately, like I said, we didn't bowl enough good balls to create the sort of pressure that we created last week. And then. Conway is in unbelievable form, isn't he? So he went in and made it look very easy. I think the pitch, when you see the pitch, the greenness of the wicket, you think that it's going to do perhaps more than it did today. I don't think it's done as much as we expected, but at the same time, I'm not going to make excuses for us. I don't think we bowled as well as we could have done either. I mean, but we saw today the highs and lows of international sport. Last week, obviously, we were on a high. And this week, perhaps the emotional and physical investment in last week, perhaps we're still feeling the effects of that, and we didn't hit our straps, and New Zealand obviously would have been, hurting from last week, and they came back and showed why they're one of the best teams in the world, why they've got the mace, they've applied themselves, they left a lot better, and they showed us why they're holding the mace at the moment. You look at the inexperience of the bowling attack. Ebadot is our most experienced seamer with 12 games. Sharif was playing his third or fourth, and Taskin's played 9. So when you look at the inexperience of the bowling attack and where they got to last week in terms of growth, in terms of learning, but again, today is a lesson for them. International sport is tough. It's a tough business, and you have to be ready for every situation, and unfortunately today we weren't able to, like I said, recreate the discipline that we showed last week, the attitude that I think the attitude was good today. We just weren't as disciplined as we can be, and like I said, it looked like the pitch would offer a little bit more than it did, but when we got our lines too full, there was not a lot of seam movement, and the New Zealand batters were able to capitalize on us. But in terms of growth, I think the guys have moved forward. I hope that they will take a lot of learning from the last game and also from this game too, to recognize that when the opportunity presents itself, you've got to be ready to take it. The fielding to the test win, I think, the test win, we really celebrated that last week, and then we tried to move on from that and get ourselves ready for this week. So that was just poor cricket on our part, both for the overthrows. With regards to Mushi, he tweaked his groin yesterday. He let us know that he was struggling a little bit. He tried desperately today to try and get fit, to try and do a fitness test this morning, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. I don't think it disrupted us anything because the coach, of course, he's a massive miss for us because he's a fantastic player for us, but the coach made sure that everybody was up to speed with what was going on, and if Mushi was past fit today, he would play, and if not, who would play and where they would bat and everything. So the communication around that was spot on, But we just had just another day at the office. There's no guarantee that every day is going to be a good day. So we just had another day at the office, and we got to come back tomorrow. We got to get fresh, come back tomorrow, and try and have a better day. I think today we bowled too many 4 balls, too many balls wide outside the off stump. When we missed our length, we missed our length short and got cut, or we missed our length too full and got driven. So you want to do one or the other. You can't be doing both and allowing the New Zealanders to score down the ground and both sides of the wickets. One of the things that we talk about is controlling the length. We always say, one of my mantras is, if you can't control the scoring if you're not controlling length, and we didn't control length well enough today to build any pressure on them. So that's something that we certainly must learn from tomorrow. Tomorrow, hopefully we get everybody fresh. The lads put in a lot of work today. We get everybody fresh tomorrow, and then we come back and try and see if we can improve on the performance of today.